What do I love about coffee? It's bittersweet. It's like this long love affair that's exciting, heartbreaking, evolving, but all encapsulating. Like any relationship, it takes work. Over the years, I've made thousands of coffees in some of the best artisan cafes in the world, and I've gotten to know some pretty amazing people along the way who've become good friends of mine. This is a program about people. People who inspire me because of their passion, honesty, and their insights, which have made them who they are. They are willing to share their challenges, successes, and experiences with us. I've been inspired by each of them in so many ways, I just have to share them with you. You'll be meeting a rock musician, a war journalist, an acclaimed British actor, a top London chef, and many others. Join our conversation as we get some insight into their lives. Along the way, you'll learn a bit about who they are and a bit about coffee too. Because I'll also be taking you behind the scenes into the heart of London's coffee industry, exploring the intersection between coffee and life. I want all these amazing people to be a part of your world as well as mine. In this episode, I speak to Toa Fraser, New Zealand director, filmmaker, and playwright. He talks to me about some of his experiences working with some very successful actors in his films, as well as opening up a little bit about some of his earlier teenage years where he was feeling a little bit lost and finding his place in the world, which is creating and doing what he was born to do. And watch how excited he is when I ask him to make me a coffee. Can you tell me your name and what it is that you do?
My name is Toa Fraser. Toa Fraser, T-O-A, Fraser. And I'm a filmmaker, director, and a playwright. He said very definitively.
Yes. Great. Do you remember when we met?
You and I met. I'm very fond of you because you made my coffee.
You needed your coffee.
Needed coffee,
basically.
needed good coffee. And you provided.
So Sam Neill used to come in as well, and you've worked with him in Dean's Family. He was one of your lead actors there,
yeah,
wasn't he? What was he like to work with?
He was amazing, really, really, really lovely man. And the thing that I find amazing about Sam, which I really love and admire, is that he gets really nervous. I didn't imagine.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't imagine that he would, because he's done Jurassic Park and he's done Riley Ace of Spies and he's done like an amazing career.
Yeah.
You know, after everything he's done, he still gets nervous and it still means a lot to him, so.
Wow, because this was your first big, or international directorial
I had made number
job,
two,
right?
my first film, number two, but that was in Mount Roskill in New Zealand in a world that I really knew and understood. We took it to the Sundance Film Festival and we won the Audience Award, and that was a great experience because it was my first film festival.
Yeah.
And
your first film as well.
Yeah, yes, my first film. And
God, you just do it once and you're like...
Not quite, but Ms. D was there and Mia Blake, who plays one of the characters in the movie, came as well. So we had a great time introducing the film and doing question and answer session afterwards. And
do you take quite a bit from your own life and experience and sort of drop it into,
I think,
and we'll work it in somehow?
I used to say, and I think it's still true, that the moments when I'm feeling the most free with writing is when I'm not sort of really inward, when I'm really facing out, absorbing influences from the world. That's when I feel the most sort of abundant and the most loose and free.
Yeah. So knowing that, do you go out looking for people or experiences to influence something that you may write at some point and kind of file that away and then use it when
it's tricky. You know. It's tricky to do. It's a very tricky thing to give oneself the time to do that, because in an ideal world you would really go on a sort of adventure with an open mind, an open heart, and have more juice.
Yeah.
So it's really important to remember to give oneself that time.
You obviously gave yourself that confidence, or did you fake it? And to direct.
I mean, I must have had a level of confidence in order to do those early works. I know that when I was only writing plays, I was very embarrassed about that, and I was embarrassed about going to meet people at parties. That thing that people do and they say, "What do you do?" But I remember sort of really running to the point of making movies, because everybody understands movies, and if you make movies, then everybody thinks you're a millionaire. So it's like it's kind of the opposite.
Who have been your biggest influences in your life?
Over the years, I've had working relationships with some people that have really inspired me. The obvious ones like Ruby Dee and Peter O'Toole and Sam Neill, who have achieved so much and are, larger than life characters. Mm-hmm. And the list is pretty long, to be honest. I mean, Leon Nabi, who kind of fostered me through the first 4 films of my career, as a cinematographer and a film director in his own right, has been a very great friend. And sometimes you lose track of, sometimes I have lost track of my vision for what I wanted to do, and I remember very strongly feeling like I was quite lost, and I had a lot of anxiety about my place in the world, my identity as a Pacific Islander, having grown up in England most of my life, and not really feeling like I was fitting into the university idea of what a Pacific Islander is. And I went to see a priest, Father Tony Dunn, who was our chaplain at school at Sacred Heart College. And he encouraged me to write sort of my life story and bring it back to him and read it to him and see if we could figure anything out from there. And I did that, and then the week after I had done that, he goes, "I think you should try writing." And then in that moment I was like, I know what I wanted to do, and I've always had known what I wanted to do, and it's just taken that sort of
having someone else help
affirmation. The hardest struggle for me is sticking to the plan, sticking to the vision. And there's been plenty of times when, I said already that, I knew what I wanted to do when I was 3. Confidence, I think, that experience of seeing movies with my nana who I loved, and she loved me. For me, that was a relationship where I knew what love is, because she totally embodied that. She was gentle and she was totally encouraging. She bought me Star Wars figures, and as a teenager she bought me Empire magazines, and was a film fan herself, going back to the 30s and 40s. She collected those postcards of Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall and all of those. So without any pushing or pulling, she was just very confident in her ability to say, if that's what you want to do, go for it. So I've got that touchstone, that sort of early foundation, and I also know that it's not just me that's imagining. I've got some backup. Do
you regret anything that you've done, pursued?
Well, I've got a lot of regrets, and I think people that don't say they don't have any regrets are lying, but at the same time I'm very pleased. It relates actually to what Ruby Dee said to me, which I've always remembered, that you have to use your voice or somebody else will use it for you. And I feel like the best thing I can do in this world is be as loving a father as I can be, and use my voice and do what I was born to do. The end.
Perfect. Now we can high five. But actually, it doesn't stop there. Got a bit of a surprise for you, actually.
Where is it?
This is not hope, this is your life. I have a little bit of a surprise for you.
Yeah.
And I would like you
Yeah.
to make me a coffee.
All right, I can do that.
Finally, a person who's like
I can do that.
up for
Make
it.
you a coffee.
Awesome. Right. So,
Yeah, right, Sal. Look, this is a great occasion.
yes,
Very happy about this.
good. First guest that I've had on that is happy about it, so I'm expecting great things from you.
I don't doubt it, and I have enjoyed many coffees that you've made over the years. Very grateful. I remember you sending me beans actually when I was in Hawaii.
Yes.
Square mile beans all the way there. I greatly enjoyed them.
Good.
And I'm going to greatly enjoy making you a coffee for your drinking pleasure. And I only have one question.
Yes.
And
What would that be?
what coffee would you like?
I would like you to make me a... Gotta be a flat white.
Flat white.
Even though Toa is making a flat white, he usually drinks a long black. So I'm going to explain what a long black is. Slightly different to an Americano, a long black is usually made in a small cup with a bit of hot water and a double espresso floated on top, which creates a lovely aromatic crema. The term originates from Australia and New Zealand and is really just a way to describe a black coffee made this way. It's a strong and tasty coffee. Difficulty rating depends on how well you can pull a good espresso. Difficulty rating, 4. Okay, so let's do it in this cup.
Okay.
What we're gonna put the flat white in.
Clean cup.
We're gonna put this cup.
Yeah. I'm going to approach the
This is the grinder that you'll use. So
grinding
just
device. I don't feel like I've done it right already.
think back to when I
I
Make you a
don't
coffee.
ever pay attention.
did what?
That's the whole point.
Oh my god. There's appreciation for you.
For the people at home. Oh, look at that. That looks quite good. What do you reckon? I'm going to hit the switch.
Oh, the other. You want to do the milk?
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
What did I do? That's right.
Quick, get this! I mean, it's basically pissing out.
I feel I've let tea down here quite considerably. Do you notice how Sal is being quite critical?
Yeah, I know. I'm really critical. This is my bit. I'm being really nice.
Really?
I'm trying every time I am like, oh,
So I'm the only one that's been fool enough to think that I'm going to have a good time doing this.
I hope you're having a good time.
No, I was, but a bit scared of you now.
Oh, don't be scared. You're doing really well. That other one was good, actually. I mean, I don't know why. It must have just might be a little bit more pressure.
Quite a hard taskmaster, Sal. I haven't seen this side of you. I think there's something wrong with the machine.
You can use another one if you want.
Honestly, I think there's something wrong with this machine.
It's definitely the machine.
All right, we're gonna get this right.
So just take that one.
There's one I prepared earlier. Take 4. This one like that.
That was an evil look.
Yeah, because you're quite nasty on the director. I'm not very good at taking criticism.
Well, I'm the director now, so.
Oh, shit, we haven't even started the milk yet. Oh my god. We're here all night.
Okay, now let's get on with your milk.
All right, frothing milk time.
Okay, do you wanna
Not
come
my
over this way?
speciality. I'm going to put a bit more in there. Bit more. Enough. I'm going to tap that. Do you think? It's going quite well. Now, the pièce de résistance. I'm not happy. Oh, it actually doesn't look too bad. I would drink that. Oh, that was quite condescending. Well, I'm just going to take my coffee over here. And...
I've got to drink that.
Tell me the truth.
It's tasty.
Just damning with faint praise. Tell me the truth, I can take it.
It is, it's not bad. It is flat,
Yeah.
but you don't really drink flat white, so would you?
Well, I know what a cappuccino looks like. You don't want that.
Do you want to make a cappuccino?
No.
Okay. I think, do you want to make another flat white?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Let's do it again.